It's me once again. So I've decided to go ahead and instead of giving the inklings, the tidbits about trauma and how to overcome it, by actually using myself as a template. Um, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I've been diagnosed with PTSD, depression, severe anxiety, and schizophrenia. All of which, yes, while bothered me from time to time, was never an overarching issue throughout my life, except for the anxiety I had to have to say, and I can elaborate on that. First, I'd say the depression. Obvious, the signs you have with that. The things that I had to work on to get past that were basically focusing on myself and social environments, as well as when I was by myself, elaborating. When I was doing the inner work, that's where the pride and ego couldn't exist. Depression was basically something that it was like a double-edged sword. It was imposed upon me by others throughout my life, throughout the details that I had experienced, but then also was imposed upon me by myself. And that's where the ego and pride were the issue, because as soon as I get to starting to work past all of those details, I'd stand in my own way again and again and again. Who said this about me? Why did that happen? I'm not good enough because that happened. I can't get past the gate. I can't see the reasons to the answers to those questions, or even just the reasons. It didn't have to be the it didn't have to be the direct answer, but it was enough of an answer that could actually illuminate the issues that were taking place. And pride and envy, think of them as more of like a bouncer, you know, your own personal bouncers. They presume to know what's better for you, what's best for you, when in actuality only you do. PTSD. For me, a lot of really messed up scenarios that had taken place, where my life was involved as well. But as you understand, my perspective on things is a bit different than most people. I don't see everything in a straight line. I see them all at once, sort of, because you get that one situation, you have many angles you can look at it from. You don't have to just approach it from that one direction. Some people get it in more limited cases, but why are there limitations? It's the limitations we pose upon it, and sometimes those limitations that we impose upon it aren't our own. A lot of times, those limitations that we have are what other people told us about their world, their reality, how things work for them, or what they choose to understand. That doesn't have to be your reality. Never did. Who said? So once those limitations get to moving around, you become more of your own master of those details. Then we get back into PTSD. All of those memories that you've had, that I've had, of the tragic, the really dark, the unknown, all of the things that have happened to me. And I could only just see past them. Yes, they were there, they're always there. But getting past it was more of I'd say light at the end of the tunnel, but you're still wading through, you know, the darkness at the same time. Darkness of the water up to here, and you're like feeling like you're gonna drown. The pride and ego, once again, get those out of the way. Because that pain that you're gonna feel, you have to. That's the point. Your body's trying to make sure you understand it's okay. It's always been all right. Just because other people told you the way to look at it is from one angle or another, instead of just you approaching it in your own way, however that may be. Just face it. once you turn and face toward that, that courage is just like, oh, it's so strong. And you do it again and again and again. And however many times you have to, just to make sure that you are clearing out that closet. Anxiety. So, anxiety, I would say for me, while yes, it's real, it was a sort of diminishing of my own intuition for situations in a way that I learned to be afraid of my intuition. And that's how it projected for me. Every time that I sensed something was wrong, every time that I felt that there was a situation that I should not be involved in, a person that I should not be around, an energy that just shifted a different way, my anxiety would kick in. Why? Throughout my childhood, I would feel things when things would happen, which direction things could go. After a while, I began to get afraid of it because no one could explain it to me. But I was also treated differently because of what I could do, what I could feel, what I could understand, but nobody else could. So I was very much an outcast from childhood, even now. Accepted at this point. I'm far beyond the point where I could care about being included in any social norm that will presume to tell you how to be you. What I'm all about is you being you. The solution to most people's problems is them in most cases. They don't have to see it if they don't want to, but if they choose to. And then we got schizophrenia. I'd say that ties a little bit back into the anxiety. How? Well, the feeling that you get, it's a sort of knowing, not 100% that I can explain it. It's just when you go somewhere and you just feel that you should not only shouldn't be there, but you kind of get a reasoning. And it's not explained to you. It's not words in your head. Just no, it's just there. It's clear. It just makes sense. Imagine you're going years with ignoring that. That was me. Yeah. The world always made a weird kind of sense to me. And not to very many other people. And it was difficult to explain also to many people, which led to my isolation, which led to my self hatred, which led to the anxiety, which led to the diagnoses. It took me delving deeper through my own means, not through going to see a psychiatrist, not going to see a psychologist. Yes, I did those things. And yes, they did help a bit. But they didn't get to the root of the problem, which was me. Identifying who I was, identifying what I was capable of, identifying all the flaws, the true flaws that were actually there versus what other people had to tell me what was there. That story I told going through my past, that was me digging. That was me finding all those little tidbits, putting them together to understand who I was, where I could go, what I could do. And now you can do that too. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not enough, that you're not capable, that all those things that you got going on are all there is about you. Okay, you could easily be so much more. All those labels are just something that they put there to pacify you. Don't be. You're a good person. Put here for a reason. Whatever that may be, I'm pretty dang sure it has something involved with you loving yourself, each and every one of you. All right. Love you guys.